Yeah, I made some impulsive purchases during the pandemic. Hello. I'm a bit confused as to what you can hear and what you can't. Can you hear my music? Can you hear my music though? Awesome. Okay, that's good. How do I tell who's in here? Just you, okay. Oh, so other people are watching, but you're the only person in the chat, I think. That's less fun. Okay, well, let's just start doing some stuff, I guess. Oh, okay, well... Oh, hello. Yeah, I don't know, because I saw the message, I saw Alex's message in Discord before I saw Alex arrive here. So I was like, oh, some people can be secretly watching. Anyway. So what we're doing, I want to, so if you're making an exercism track, there's a few bits of tooling you're supposed to have. One of them is a test runner, that's fairly obvious. Another one, hey, welcome. Another one is, I should move this somewhere closer so I don't have to keep looking away. There. Yeah, so you want to build a test runner, you want to build something that's called a representer, which is sort of like making a semantic hash key for some code. So for example, it would erase all comments and normalize function names, normalize variable names, and try and make it so that if two answers to an exercise are practically the same, they get detected as being the same, and that means you can apply the same automated feedback to both of them. Is there another thing one? And then a few little bits and bobs, but the last thing is a linter, and that's a way of providing automated feedback. So for example, if you've got an exercise that is like implement list.map, which is one of them, you would want to ban them from importing the map, the list module. So let's do that. Hi, newbie. Hi, newbie. Can you hear my cat? Okay, so what do I have to do? Okay, so here's the docs. Script gets 3 parameters, the name of an exercise, and then we have different lints per exercise. Then we get a link to where you find the file, and then you have a path to an output directory, and then you just write this kind of jazz. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by writing one of the detecty things. So for example, if you're in the like that one that bans list.map, for example. Let's actually try and find that. Oop. Yes. I can't remember where that exercise is. Let me see if I can find it. Hi, newbie. Come here. Okay, cool. So a really easy one for pizza pricing. It says check that no imports are used at all. That sounds really easy. Let's do that one. So visa. So we're going to want to pass some AST. So let's add glance. Do we need anything else? We're going to need JSON. We're going to be able to write files. Hey, newbie. Hello. That's probably it, I think. No, we're also going to need to get the arguments used to start the program. So that would be Gleam Erlang as well. I'm in the wrong place. What should we call it? Lint. And it should take a module, which is a glance module. I think that's a thing, and it should return. What should it return? This thing. So it looks like it returns a list of comments. Yeah, that'll do. Except I think I'm just going to make this a tuple because we never actually look up from it. And what is comment type? Maybe? What do the docs say? So the analyzer interface, the value type is essential, actionable, informative, or celebratory. Cool. So, what do we want to do? We want to check. Thank you, Copilot. Very helpful. So let's just start with the. How should this work? So the first one is check that no imports are used. Just want to make a test for this, eh? So we need module first, and that's going to come from there we go, just an empty module, and if we call lint, we call it lint. What am I running? Oh, check, that's why the tests are running. Cool. Easy. TDD is easy. But a more useful test would be, let's just make a helper. Linit. I don't like foo. So this should return a French for init. Ah, it's giving me Rust syntax again. Not sure what I just did there. So it's supposed to be some sort of thing. I don't know what this is. Yeah. I have no idea what that actually means. In the docs it says comments are keys into the website-copy automated comments thing, so I'm assuming that's a Exercism repo. And analyzer comments, the documentation is wrong. And so in Elixir, the key is first it's the name of the exercise. Do they have this one? No, they don't have this one. Okay, let's just call it import used. Oh, I get it now, Linit. Ah, okay. Oh, I've made a mistake in the definition of comment. This is meant to be a list. There we go. And the comment type is essential, because if you do this one, you have failed the exercise. Cool. So how does Linter work? We can just say imports if it's an empty list, awesome. Otherwise, let's write down the prefix as a constant. Imports used. Yeah, I prefer that. Boom. That's a working linter. Ish. And to be nice to people, I'm going to put a link to the actual exercise in here as well. So, ooh, is there no concat? I just sworn there was a concat. Am I going crazy? Look at hex docs. What's the concatenate function? You'd think I would know this, right? Is there just not one? I'm sure there's a concat function. There's a concat for bit strings, there's one for bit builders, there's one for strings. There's not one for lists. That seems really silly. Flatten, that's what it's called. Oh, I don't like that. Why is it called flatten for lists? Also, how does it say there's only one person in the chat and clearly there's more than one? Flatten, thank you very much. That does make sense. Okay, so let's add another one. Check the functions of tower. Oh god, that's hard. I don't want to do that. Okay, check that list.length is not used for special cases of 1 or 2 pizzas. I'm kind of tempted to say we should just add a list.concat just because all the other ones are already called concat. Like flatten does make sense, but I'm just surprised. Bye bye. I don't think I want to implement the I don't think I want to implement the tail call one. I'm going to make an issue quickly to be like, hey, should we have list.concat? Should we have list.concat? We use concat for strings, bits, strings, etc. In the list module, we call it flatten. Should we have both, or should we just have concat or flatten? Cool. So the next thing is checks that list.length is not used for the special cases of 1 or 2 pizzas in order price. Okay. I'm surprised you're not allowed any imports for this one. It seems really heavy-handed. But I don't actually remember what this exercise is. Oh no, okay, so looking at it, all it does is just do a bunch of recursion and yeah, I'll just copy it into the file. Oh. There you go, that's the solution to pizza pricing. So yeah, it's very simple. You shouldn't need any imports for that. Hey pizza. Okay, so an error if you do an import, and also an error if you use length. In which case, it feels like neither of these things are actually should force you to not submit the thing. So I think it should be like actionable. So this one, so yeah, let's say actionable rather than essential. Oh, I really need to fix this language server bug. So what does it say? Checks that list.length is not used for the special cases for 1 or 2 pizzas in order price. Which is order price, which is this one. Okay, so we do something different if there's a single pizza or if there's 2 pizzas. So I think we can just say, like, if they use list.length at all in order price, then we say that that's a problem. Cool. So how are we going to do that? Let's grab this. So, and this one, if we say, what would they want to do? They would say like list.length order. Yeah, whatever. And this one, we're using list.length, so that should error. Except we should also have so we have one error because you have done an import, but the second one because you are calling list.length. And we're also going to have another one in case they do it in an unqualified fashion, like that, which is going to be more annoying. So do we like I guess how much do we care? Yeah, let's check all these things. There we go. So, how's this going to work? Check first length not used So what do we want to do? We want to find the how are we going to do this? So we're going to say something like use function is find function I didn't like this. What should it return? So we say we forget the function. Let's make a function called require that there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Copilot. So let's make the find function. That's pretty close to what I wanted. That looks awful. That looks really bad. Let's not do it that way. So if case definition dot name cool. Cool. So now we've got a way to find the function. What do we want to find list length usage. No, uses list length. Statement uses list length. So if a so we want to say case list if any of them use any of the statements in the function body use list length, then yeah, that's what we want. I don't remember what a statement is. I'm going to have to look at the docs for class. Okay. Hello there. I'm just suddenly reflecting on it. No matter what I do, it always ends up just be like writing traversals of abstract syntax trees, like every single time. I don't know about that. After like 5 years or so, you get a bit bored. Oh well. So we don't care about the standard card, we don't care about the pattern, don't care about the annotation, we care about the value. And same for this one. That's not right, because this should say expression. Cool. There's like a million types of expression, that's really annoying. Let's see if I can find them. So once it is forced to those. These ones also can't. These ones can if these expressions do. Multiple expressions, multiple statements. Which is the same as that one. Oh, amazing. Don't care about module, the record constructor. Do you care about the record? Do you care about the fields? I guess we need a special case for the field access because we're going to need to be checking if they're accessing into the module. Yeah, and check if this is calling the list length function. We don't care about bit strings. We do we? Yeah, because there's an expression here. Cover everything in that one. Okay. I gotta do so many imports. That didn't do what it would have done in Vim. Well, I mean, Vim wouldn't have done that because it does the multiple cursors at all, but didn't do what I wanted it to do. Is there a fast way to do this? Yeah, that wasn't so bad. And statements. See ya. Yeah, that is what I want. I feel like I should be more entertaining. Right. What? Oh, okay. So function Function before, after. What the type of this thing is. Field. Wow, this formatter looks awful. That also looks awful. That looks rubbish. That was cool. Probably raining outside, it's very atmospheric. Hello again. The weather out there is absolutely gorgeous. It's like properly raining for the first time in ages. Cool, right, so, where were we? More plumbing. Let's make one for if the field uses that length, and that would be a glance.field that takes an expression. I am guessing. Oh, I've already defined that one. No, it was segment. Doesn't have a segment. Doesn't have a segment type. Bit string segment. Doesn't have a bit string segment type either. Where are the docs for glance? Bit string. Where is the bit string? Oh, it's just a list of tuples. That's easy. Bit string segment option expression. Gosh, that's far too long. Yeah, whatever, I don't care about that. Cool. So we just want to say that. Clauses. And yeah, I mean that isn't actually tremendously, that looks awful, that's why. That should say subjects, and that should say clauses. Yeah! I think we should make it a regular thing, why not? How you doing? I've got to say, I'm already getting irritated with defining this syntax tree traversal. So, yeah, I should make a helper function once I've got this working. Well, I should probably make the bit hooks up the linter to Exercism system first, but like once you've got that, we can make this. So, what are these? These are clauses. I don't know what a clause is. Documentation says that a clause has a okay, so it has a pattern, guard, and body. Okay. So we only actually give a shit about the clause body. Item, not value. Cool. Something failed. What failed? Why can't I click on that? Oh, it's because it's the function name in it. That's very annoying. I should fix that. Okay, cool. So for now, let's just give a boring one that does nothing. And nice. That's because it is a field, not expression. Cool. So now we can traverse the whole AST, but we're not successfully detecting when it's using list.length, which is the function we want to ban. That's cool. So how do we deal with that? We want to have a special case right at the top for let's get rid of these to-dos first. For when there is a field access, no, when there is a call where the function is a field access and the container is a variable called list. The label is called length. Unnecessary spread operator. Okay. Length spelled correctly. We can just get rid of this, can't we? So this one, we want to say if you do this, you can't submit the exercise. So that is essential. Oh, no. No. We don't do that here, we do true. Boom! Test passed. Awesome. Cool. That's pretty cool. What do we want to do first? Let's add let's reset the pizza pricing stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hello, Joe. This is incorrect. Oh no, that's not. That is incorrect. Good. Initial pizza pricing. Let's. Cool. So I guess there's two things we could do now. We could either check these other variants here. So we want to check that it still works if it's been unqualified, or if list.length has been aliased, or if it's been unqualified and aliased. Or I could make the oh, I forgot to put my timer on to say I was working. That's really annoying. How long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for an hour. So I can just like bump this back by like an hour and a bit. Yeah, let's make this into like a helper function, like a general like AST crawling thing. I think that'd be really useful. So How should it work? So I think it should be like a function called what does the function have? A function has okay, traverse, yeah. Let's just start with traverse statements, and it will take a glance statement, and it will return a something like an output, and it should take a visitor, which is a function which can take some state and a yeah. It's a bit tricky, this one, because like you want it to be able to do something for all sorts of things. Okay, so it's going to be like a yeah, that seems sensible. I was thinking you could make it short circuit, but I don't think we actually care if it short circuits or not. I mean, this is just a fold function, really, isn't it? Should I just call it fold? I think I should probably just call it fold. Yeah, that makes sense. Glace. So where is this statement one? Here we go. Let state equals visit that, and then for each one of these we're going to say visitor dot visit expression. Cool. That's nice and easy. And then for the next thing, grab these and we say so we want to visit the expressions. So call a function on each expression in the tree that's been given. So get rid of the special case for that. And we just say, for these ones we just Should we give it? No. Okay. So the first thing we just say we always just we always need to visit the first one. In this case, we just say visit or. Oh. So anything where it says list any, we want to instead use fold. And the first thing we want to get is the state. And this one we say visit expressions. This one is visitor dot visit statement. This one is. I think we just safely replace all of these. Dot visit expression. Oh, where have I gone? Oh dear. Back's getting a bit sore now. Too much working. And cool. Not cool, fuck that up. Probably shouldn't swear. Let's just put it back, it's easier. This is wrong. Yeah, I mean, I've done this all wrong already. That's really annoying. Okay, so it's not really visitivism is present. It's meant to be fold expressions. It's fold expression. Fold expression. I think visitor should go. No, the visitor nodes later. Okay. Ah. Oh dear. So I want to make an expression for that. Maybe I should do like fold list. No, let's just manually do it. So I feel like we're going to do this a lot though. It's going to be like the same thing repeated. But we're going to fold statement rather than fold expression. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I feel like we do want something. State, we got visitor. That's a function which goes from t, that goes from state to t to state, and which returns a state. But it's not though. It's a state t, it's a, what is the function? It is a t state visitor. State. Hey, thank you very much. Good to see you. I'm finding a abstract syntax tree visitor because I got a bit. Well, I was writing this linter and I thought it would be really useful to not have to write these traversals all the time, so like abstract it a little bit. Yeah, first stream, see how it goes. It's a bit quiet in here. I picked YouTube because YouTube won the Twitter poll, but I'm wondering if actually it would be better if I was on Twitch, because it just seems a little bit like you can get more, more people try things on Twitch. Seems to be my immediate opinion. My, opinion. It seems to be how it works. So, visit the record first, and then we're going to visit the fields. Yeah, there's definitely a helper to be discovered in here somewhere. Oh no, this one's different though. Found a, oh, because I've a lowercase expression, because I'm a fool. Cool, so what are we doing next? We're folding fields, not elements. Not quite. We want this fella. Oh, no, these are fields, aren't they? Because they're function arguments. Is that going to work? No, it's not, because it's a field. Field of item, I think it is. Cool. Getting closer. I think these are also fields. No, that's not right. Segments are an expression first followed by options. Don't care about the options, we're just going to ignore that. So we can just say segments, give the first one. Fab. Where's a just normal expression folding? There you go. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of helpers to pull out this. And subjects. Folds, expression. Body, yeah. Cool, finally got the last one, and that is just that, super easy. Fold expression is unused. Yep, we expect it to be because we want to convert this one. So we get the function and then we say fold So let's create some state. Oh. So is it used? Yes or no? So we're going to fold the. Oh, excuse me. Banging. Right, let's continue. So we're going to fold the statement. The first argument is where is it? First argument is the expression, which is function.body, and then the initial state, which is going to be yup. And then we need to define a visitor. So when we visit a statement, we just do nothing. When we visit an expression, we do nothing. Nice. Oh, it's a list of statements. List of statements, not list of statement. Visitor. Cool. And then we just return if the function's been used or not. Easy. But it's not a single one, it's multiple of them. So we're going to do that list fold thing. We're doing that awful lot. I think we should make a fold statements with an S. Like that. Because I think we fold them a whole bunch. It's like, yeah, that. I feel like we're missing a trick. What if it's just this? No, you need to know which one it is. Yeah, okay, so fold statements. Fold expressions. There we go. So now let's just find anywhere we do this. That is just fold statements. Fold expression, that's fold expressions. Fold expressions. That's not, that one's actually different. This one's the same way. No, it's not because it's a field. Oh, that's cool because that's not used anymore. That's not used anymore. This will be used as my visitor. There it is. So that's what we're going to make the expression visitor out of, so let's save that for later. But we can just get rid of this whole function. So now we want to say if. Yep, perfectly what we want. What's changed there? Length not used. No, it's meant to be length used. It's the wrong way around. Cool, so now we need to make our visitor. Oh, nice. Is that what we want? I think that might be what we want. No, it's not what we want. Because, why isn't it? Let's do some debug logging. Gosh, that's hard to read. Okay, so we could there. That's calling what we want. Because there's the case, but it doesn't look like we actually do anything after the case. So let's find case. We do fold the subjects. Hey Jeremy, I've let it down. I'm doing the beautiful nerd girl in the American rom-com thing. I'm attractive now. Don't I need to implement the visit statement? A visit statement of a visitor? No, because so the idea of the fold function is that it traverses the whole AST, and you can then use it to inject some functionality. That functionality can only be mutating your state, but you never actually need to do any traversal. So when and I've obviously made a mistake somewhere, but when we visit a statement, the first thing it does is it calls your visitor's visit statement, and then it just continues and does the traversal. So we only need to worry about implementing our business logic inside the visitor, which is which I claim we have done here, but I think I must not have. I'm using I wonder if I can show you. Let's find out. I'm using OBS because someone told me to use OBS, the software, and then it has a chroma key thing somewhere, if I can remember where it is. Filters, here we go. So I've got a chroma key filter, and if I turn that off, boom, I'm against a green thing that I sort of impulse bought during the pandemic and then used for like 2 meetings until now. So I logged out of the garage about 2 hours ago. Yeah, none of that AI stuff, all old-fashioned colour stuff. It works really well. In fact, it's working much better now than it did before. I'm not really sure why. It's like a, I don't want to like show too much of my room, but I'll show like, oh, there you go. Like it's like one of those things you see at conferences where they like have a screen that goes up and down and they've got someone's branding on it. But anyway, I've messed up somewhere. What have I done? It looks like it's only calling for the case, but then it doesn't get called for the... it looks like it gets called for the case, but it never actually gets called for the subjects, which I don't really understand. Let's case. Clause. Why doesn't that work? It doesn't. It never prints this at all. Yeah, and yet I never have. Like literally the first time, it was purely just so I could pretend to be on the moon and stuff during meetings. Back when I actually had meetings. What? How does fold expression never get called? Where am I folding a statement? Oh, absolute fool. There we go, look, so I never actually called, never actually called the fold function. Boom, there we go. Oh. Excellent. So there's quite a lot of code here, but very little of this is actually relating to the AST. So I'm going to make it like a AST code. I'm going to call this code. And let's pull folding stuff out into here. Did you mean list? No. I meant exercism, analyze with the American spelling. Code. Visitor. So now, basically none of these are used. Is that right? No, because we do reference a variable. Cool. So now I feel like this comment stuff should live somewhere else as well. Let's make a feedback module. Or comments. Hey, welcome. Hey, Red Whale. Hey, Red Whale. Thanks for the support. For lack of a better idea, I'm just going to make a comment module for now. And let's put this comment stuff in here. that means that this is unhappy because, oops, comments. Oh, it's because it's analyzer. Cool. That's basically a linter. I don't want to do this tail recursive one yet because it sounds hard. Well, I mean, I've had to do it in the Gleam compiler and I don't want to do it again. But I think that's enough. Although I'm not sure that yeah, okay, that's fine. You should be able to submit your exercise for feedback if you've used list length for this, because it would still be a correct solution. It would just be inefficient. Fab. Cool. Okay. So what have we done now? I extracted those helpers. Yeah, okay, cool. So the next thing I think I want to do is I would like it such that it still detected the problem unqualified if it is unqualified, like this. So we're still using the function, but we don't say like list.length, which fails because that should probably not live here as well. It should work because, come on, speak words. Where is the logic that checks that? Here we go, yeah. So we just say like, if it is equal to list.length. Okay. Okay, so I've immediately realized a problem with the visitor design. I need to be able to track scopes. What does that mean? Okay, so if I just pizza pricing, yeah. So here you see, if I called, list.length here. No, sorry, if I called length here, and I had imported length here, this should be invalid. However, if I did this, it shouldn't be invalid because we've overwritten it, right? But if I did this, getting yet more contrived, we've overwritten length, but then the override goes out of scope. So this now refers to the unqualified one. That should be caught. It's getting kind of complicated. Like, do we think it's worth actually handling that case? It would be really annoying to the student if they did this and we then said, hey, you shouldn't use list.length. Yeah, it is really annoying. I guess the flip side of that is that, like, well, in this particular occasion, if you have done an unqualified import of list.length, then we can just consider that that's a fail, right? Because you've used list.length, or you've indicated that you want to use list.length. That's probably okay. But I do think there are other places we probably do want to track the scope, but I'm not sure how you'd know if you'd entered it or not. Like, we need a much more sophisticated visitor. Maybe we can just get away with not adding that sophistication to start with. Yeah, okay. For this, like, perfect is the enemy of good, so let's just assume they're not going to do any tricky stuff with scopes. And if they do, the mentor who reviews their code is going to say, hey, maybe you could improve that. Good, okay. I think I've just added this as well. No, I didn't, good. Good. So, what should we do now? So it should just be if you... Okay. Let's put this find function in... Let's call it like get function as well, because it's just a bit nicer. Code. So what if we say this returns an error, and then this require function becomes the regular. This just becomes result.map. No, it becomes result.try. Is that true? No, that's wrong. It's not result.try because if we can't find it, it should be like it's not a problem. There's no error here. Okay. So let's put that back as it was. I need to work out a nice abstraction for that require function. Okay. Cool. So first we want to say, let's bump the state up to the top. Check. List length not imported. Nope, that's not what I want. So if any of the imports that's not what I want. So what I want to do, I want to forward over the imports with the state, and I want to check that the list length isn't imported. And what I do here, we want to say what is the actual definition of imports? I need to check that. So an import has a list of things called unqualified imports. Okay, so we want to say if any of the unqualified imports, no, import dot unqualified is length. Yeah, cool. Seems reasonable. And checks. What is the definition of an unqualified import? It has a name and it has an alias. Okay. And this is an I probably shouldn't call it X, but oh well. Okay, so X dot name. What do we want to do? X dot name. Oh no, we just say X dot name is length. And we also want to say, like, if the imports, hold on. So put a guard on here. So we say if the import dot module is not list, then we can just return the original state. Oh, but why isn't the state being passed in? So has to go first. There we go. What's the type error here? It returns a definition import, not just an import. Okay. Boom. That's not, doesn't like me. Why doesn't that work? Let's start by debug printing that state here and see what it is. I think that should say true. It always says false. Okay. Why does it always say false? Ah, because this is going to say Gleam list, not just list. Cool. Fab, fab, fab. We can now check the imports are used appropriately. Where's my test? Here we go. When qualified. Okay, so let's commit that. check for imports of list.length. I think this one of it working when it's unqualified and renamed, aliased, this should just work. That just works. Cool, yeah. Next up, if we alias the module. Alias as Lizzie. God bless her. God save the Queen and all that. Cool, so it doesn't work this time, and the reason for that is that we are checking explicitly for the name list for the module. So what we need to do is not in here, pizza pricing. Where is my, all right, check. Okay, so I'm gonna call this check imports because I want it to do more than just that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. If we are not importing the list module, then this isn't, then if this import is not for the list module, then it is not relevant. So return early. If we are importing function I'm sorry, I'm mumbling, I'm not used to being on stream. So if we are importing list function in an unqualified manner, then it's a problem. Register that it has been used. Oh dear, I'm getting a bit tired from standing. Right, so what do we want to do? We want to say the length check states list module name. That is a string. Is it though? List module name is state. So I added a new field to the state, so I need to keep updating it. What's the initial value of the list module name? I think it should actually be none. Looks like we don't know what it is yet. So none. Option. And that means when we're checking the module imported name is the if the module is equal to imported name. That's way too long. The formatter should like do something with that. That looks rubbish. Cool, we've broken everything, and that is because we need to say here import dot qualified alias. It's got an alias. That's still not going to work for the original one because option dot or there we go. Register the name. Oh no, that is wrong. That's still wrong. Register name under which the module has been imported. And we know it's always going to be list if there's no alias because the last segment is list. Cool. There we go. I think that's it pretty much. I think we're done. How long have we been going for? I feel like we've reached somewhat of a conclusion. I'm going to get rid of this as well. Check. Qualified. No, not sparkling water. Just a little bit of cider. Qualified. No sparkling water allowed here. Check qualified and aliased. No, just alias, isn't it? Aliased uses of list of length. Hey! No, not yet. I was considering just stopping though, because I'm a bit tired. Maybe I do a wee bit more, just for funsies. So for example, I need to build this structure here. So let's do that. That's not what I wanted. Comments to JSON. JSON? No. No. Let's just do a string. Do you think Haley's ever coming back? I'm not convinced. So what do we want? We want to say JSON.object. I don't want a summary, I think. I don't think you need a summary. Let me just check the docs real quick. I think it's optional. Summary optional. Yeah, it's optional. Yep, that is what I want. No. That's pretty close to what I want. Did I actually add parameters to this? Oh, I did. Cool. Oh no, this is fine. You don't even need to do anything. You just do. Oh no, you do. You need to map. It is just. No, it's called pair, isn't it? I just need to change the second value, because at the moment it is string and needs to be string JSON. So we map over the parameters with comment parameters. What is no? That's not how it works. It should be list.map comment.params. It's giving me JSON. It's giving me Rust syntax. That's not what I want. It should be pair.map second JSON string. Yeah, it works pretty well with Gleam. I find if there's not much context, it gives you Rust or other languages, but it's good enough. Like once you've got a file with some stuff in it, it generally gets it right. My music's just finished. I need to find something else. Maybe a bit of Sister Sledge, that'd be nice. There we go. Oh, maybe there's some Dr. Bastardo. Okay, so see, I thought it was Scala just there, which I thought was quite funny. This isn't what I want either. What should I listen to? Cool. Oh well, but there's no tests for this, so I don't actually have any clue if this is correct or not. What other stuff do I want? I want Exercism, Analyzer. I always feel like Analyzer sounds really serious with the Z in it. See me go to town. Okay, cool. So, if we have I don't remember what comment has. One, two, three. Key 1 V1. Stop that. There we go. It's annoying that it's not auto-completing. There we go. Not quite what I wanted. Yeah. So do I want to like I could just paste this in. It's not very readable. I guess it's fine though. Cool. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Banging. Oh, I've been pinged in the. Oh, that's lovely. Over in the Exercism Discord, they've tagged me. Cool. I think I'm done. cool. I think we might be done. Or who knows? Maybe we're not. I don't know. Oh, I've got some stats. I got us a 7 viewers at one point. That's pretty cool. Awesome. I'm getting, because I've only up until now been looking at the chat and it says no participants. Was like, oh, everyone's gone away, but oh, it's like someone's actually watching. So hello there. Oh, yeah, good fun. Cool. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is call it for now, because this has been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's a long time. And yeah, then I can like ask the Exercism folks for a repository tomorrow or something. And then I can push this code, and then I guess we need to do a bunch of scripting around to, well, we need to create a Docker image, because this is going to run inside a Docker container onside Exercism's production infrastructure. So anytime you submit a Gleam exercise to Exercism, it's going to run this, and if there's an appropriate check, it's going to say, here you go, here's your feedback. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Right, well, I'm going to go now. Thanks for tuning in. If you actually did enjoy this, can like leave me a comment, not for like engagement reasons, just so I know that it's actually worth continuing to do this, because this is the first one. So, bye gang. Have a great night.